So these are the deep thoughts from Jennie-Lou and yeah. So tonight's deep thoughts are: it's important to remember that we are supposed to dress the body instead of put the body into the clothes. Like, the clothes are supposed to be an accent to the body that they're on. So it doesn't really matter what size they are or what they look like or where they came from. Honestly, it really matters what it looks like on your body. Because, like, honestly, if it doesn't look right on your body, then it's wrong. It's just not right. Like, back in the 1800s, like what Yasmin and I were saying, everyone had their clothes made for them. Like, made for them. They didn't go to a shop and there was just racks on racks on racks on racks of pre-made, overly produced products just sitting there. And so when they went into the shop, even poorer people who didn't have a lot of money, things weren't like coutoured to perfectly fit them, but they would go into the shop. Someone would do a quick measurement of them. They'd get a basic something, a basic sack style dress, A-line dress, whatever that took someone 20 minutes to make, not hours and hours and hours of invested time. And they went about their business. And, you know, there was variations on how much money was invested into making that product for them. And that's what differentiated how much it cost and how fancy the garb was and how well it fit that person, of course. But then there wasn't all this waste. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't just waste. Just waste and waste and waste. But also, the clothes were a decorative ornament on the person. So you never saw people running around with clothes that were just, why is that on your body? What are you doing? And the reason I say that is we all have seen it. We all have seen someone wearing biker shorts that have never seen a bike that those shorts were made for. You know what I'm talking about. The bicycle that you power with your legs.
Who you shouting at?
You know what I'm talking about.
They know who you talking
Them same
about.
people that those shorts are made for? Okay.
It's like, goddamn, wake up.
Those is the people that are supposed to wear those shorts. And the people that use those bicycles have the bodies to wear those shorts. But the people who don't use those bicycles, they ain't got the bodies to wear them shorts all the time. To just be walking around town just having a good old day like it's clothing in those shorts. It is frightful for the rest of us. running around like 2 bags of cottage cheese. Okay? Stop it. Why can't we rewind to the 1790s when someone had to make you an A-line dress because you were a Walmart shopper in the first place and that was all you would have been able to afford? No Juicy Couture. Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm sick and tired of seeing these crazy things, just crazy wildness, because people don't remember that clothes are supposed to be, they're supposed to be a dressing, an enhancement to the body, not somebody else's body, the one you got. So if you don't have the body for whatever that product is, stop it. And don't be like, oh, don't tell me what I can and cannot wear. Nah, 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 nah. I don't want to hear that either. And yes, I can tell you that that product was not made for you. Yes, I can. You know why I can tell you that that product was not made for you? Just because you can find it in your size does not mean that that product was made for you. And the reason I can say that is simply because of this. When they created that product, who did they create that product for? Like when they first created it. Bikinis, for example. When bikinis first came out, the very first person that made a bikini, the very first time bikinis came out, and they rolled them suckers out for the very first time. I'm certain that they made them in a certain size group. And it was not discriminatory. It was designed that way. The designer, whoever came up with the idea, this is a bikini invention. That's what they invented. Bikinis. And those bikinis were made for that size of person because they were designed that way. Because a bikini never existed until somebody designed that particular thing. And when they designed it, they had a person of certain size in mind for that particular product. Period. Same thing with biker shorts. If they wanted it to be something else, they wouldn't have called it biker shorts. And they wouldn't have made it with the thought in mind, these are perfect for people who ride bicycles. I don't understand. I really struggle. Probably because I'm finding out that I'm on the spectrum, possibly. And I'm very literal. However, having all that in mind, you can still be beautiful no matter what size you are. Itty bitty teeny weeny, flat chested, concave even, over chested, big, fat roly poly, skinny as a rail, teeny teeny short, really, really tall. Doesn't matter what you are. You can be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Even as a man, all men, any kind of man. Doesn't matter who you are, you can be absolutely your best self and dressed as your best self if you learn to just stop thinking about what everyone else says about what that is and actually look with your real eyes and not like, I can do what I want. But like, think about who you're putting forth into the world. Are you giving out to the world your best self? Is your best self someone who is showing all of your private parts in front of children and strangers? I mean, of course, I can't answer that for you. If I could, the answer is no, that is not your best self. That's a weirdo. But, apparently I'm not allowed to tell people who their best self is. But some people, they may need a little guidance in that question. Um, if that's you, then no, that's not your best self. Go back to your room, sit down and try it again. Your best self cannot be that. Anyways, yeah, just dress yourself to fit you looking amazing all the time without having to be like, if that picture of you looked back at it in 10 years, are you going to feel some type of way about it? Are you going to be like, ooh, what was I thinking? What was I doing? I was going through a phase. I was going through a thing. I was questioning my existence. I was making bad choices then. Is that what you're going to say about that picture? Is that what you're going to say about the moment that you're in right now? If that is, then maybe you need to change the moment. Like, seriously. Anyway, those are the thoughts for the evening. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye, y'all.